Dude, I cannot believe they are slandering my wife to be in the same tier as Saber, bro. How in bloody is Saber a unit without any supports, right? Bro has gotten 0 version 3 supports. How the fuck? Welcome back, guys. Today, we have our version 4.0 drop. But with every single drop, there appears to be war in Prydwen. For Prydwen has made from what I heard, an extremely controversial tier list update. Without further ado, as the HSR expert, we can take a look at what's happening right here, right? Okay, so... Oh my god, I'm scared, bro. Alright, let's just see it. Okay. Oh! Okay. Okay, it looks... alright. Right, it looks alright. Looks... Sarija did get a tier 0 though. Alright, that is quite interesting. I think this is okay. Highest is being tier 0 DOD. Okay. 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 Final is still tier 0. Okay, Team is always there. Oh, sir. Sari was always tier 0. Okay. Okay. Blast Zone getting buffed up is pretty good, yeah. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay, Yao Guang premieres in tier 0.5 with Sparxie, which I would say it is very, very fair, right? I would say this is extremely fair. I am guessing Yao Guang is 0.50 and 0.5. Okay, I guess I'm a little bit off then. Okay, yeah, bro. When you guys play Yao Guang in Pure Fiction, you will say, oh my god, bro. She is actually super, super chilling. She literally made Archer 40k Pure Fiction. That's crazy. So I think Yao Guang will be really nice in Pure Fiction. But other than that, let's just keep going down a little bit. Ranmei is tier 1. Babin. Oh, right. Cause of Yao Guang, right? Alright, cause of Yao Guang. Oh. Oh, Anexa is a tier 1 sub DPS, bro. Bro is a tier 1 sub DPS. Keep going down. Oh. Oh. Bro, Herda and Agleia is on the same tier as Saber, bro. That is crazy. Oh, health. Nah. Absolutely not, by the way. Absolutely not. Nope. Lies, Slender. Also, J being 1.5 in MOC. It ain't what I do, but this is just lying for fun. Please get Phase Out away from this smelly, smelly women. So we are just gonna go down a little bit. At this point, Tobias can just be declared homeless. Right? And hey, eventually, bro is gonna be tier 3. Alright, I'm calling it right now. Ooh. You know what? Ooh. But I really wonder who the fuck pulled Argendi. Like, legit, bro. Like, who actually spent Stellar? Because at least Ratio was free, right? At least Ratio was free. Who the fuck went out and... Oh my god, man. Let's take a look. Wait, is it an overall tier list change? Or is it like just Memory of Chaos? Does it include Pure Vision as well as A-Box as well? Alright, Box do it. Yeah, Box do it. Black Zone definitely popped off really, really hard though. Overall DPS change. I see. I see. Overall. Okay, let me take a look at pure vision then. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Oh, they really make a huge change. They removed a lot of tier 0s. They removed a lot of tier 0s. So now we only have 3 tier 0s. Okay, with all due respect, right? With all due respect. Okay, let's just go down a little bit here. This is gonna be fine. Okay. 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 Oh my god. Babin is triple tier 1. Damn, a lot of units just bounced, chat. Bro, a lot of units just bounced off, bro. They moved out a lot of DBS. Like, what used to be 0.5 and 0s, they just dropped them all to 1s and 1.5s. And then they dropped all those to like 2s and 3s. God damn. Apoc? Oh shit. Ranmei is not tier 0 Apoc? Whoa. Oh, okay. Of course. I think at the end of the day, right, as long as you pull for a girlfriend, right, if you pull for a girlfriend, you can never go wrong. Alright? Just, okay, if you ever wonder yourself who should be putting Honkai Star Rail, just play the fucking story. Whoever is your girlfriend or your wife, I'll just get it. Yep. Yep. They will always be tier 0. Is she the only triple tier 0? Ah, yes, the Doom posted Cyrene. W Cyrene. Very, very good. Oh, DHPD didn't make it a tier 0. I would disagree, by the way. I would definitely put DHPD out of tier 0 for pure vision. Oh, wait. Apoc Shadows. Oh, to be fair, you know what? Apoc Shadows, you can kind of run sustainless quite well. So maybe you don't really want to get as much sustains. That's okay then. Reba is still here, up in there. Fire Flum. There's a Fire Flum. Oh yeah, I think Firefly tier 0 Apoc is like okay. Especially with Dahlia as well as Fuel being up in the position as well. Then all this. Bro. Dude, I cannot believe they are slandering my wife to be in the same tier as Saber, bro. How in bloody is Saber a unit without any supports, right? Bro has gotten 0 version 3 supports. How the is Saber in the same tier as Maide Agria, as Fei Xiao, for fuck's sake? How, bro? How is that possible? Because from my very own eyes, when I tested out every single goddamn DBS, bro, Saber is just struggling, bro. Bro, Saber is straight struggling. It's actually a little bit, yeah. Oh, and it's not even Saber's fault, right? Because she doesn't have a proper support. So at the moment when a proper support for Saber comes, I can see her coming up. But at this point, it's just like, if you put Saber the same tier as Agron, I will accept it. I will accept that. Ezreal, of course, right? Ezreal. So, all the other kind of things, man, it is a huge fucking, oh my god. Blade just got, wait, these two just got buffed. Yeah, we need a second Nova Flare immediately. As a matter of fact, we need 5 Nova Flares every single week. Every day we get a Nova Flare because it is a substantial change. Yunli, unfortunately, wait, where is Yunli actually? Ooh, that is a huge change. Oh, that is I think the biggest change is just basically they removed a lot of these units from tier 0 and they just push everyone down. And then the more they push everyone down, everyone else just gets pushed down. So they keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So with that being established, let's see this massive Giga Changelog. The biggest drought in HSR history. Okay. Yes, there's a Sparkleception going on here. Let's talk about a new buff. Yao Guang and Sparxie are our first relation and a new R-type, incredibly interconnected. Okay. So basically, remembrance, that's great. Therefore, as new relations, they will be rising in power. That's in the future. Right now, we're rating them on tier list. So what they want upcoming, blah, 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 are majorly, yep, absolutely. 100%, 100%. All right. Yeah, very. They are gonna be performing extremely well, by the way. I am talking like levels that you would expect from a tier 0 team. All right. Extremely well. As a matter of fact, can we just get this over here? Let's get this over here. And our performance.
Okay,
all right. This is full AI. Full auto. All right. This is the performance we're getting on full auto. Right. And this side being 3 cycle is because for the next MOC, it's going to be Ligus. Ligus is a pain in the ass because it is extremely RNG dependent. If Ligus gives your Yao Guang the ultimate, because Yao Guang ultimate is 3 relation skill, which gives that a lot more. So I just took it on my first try and I got 3, but it can go up and down by 2 cycles maybe, right? So we have full auto 1 cycle, full auto 40k 1 cycle left, and 37-36 on full auto. So considering that we are going to be running this setup sounding like this, even if I would say, right, even if you run an E0 as Yao Guang, it's fine, because the Mushroom is a pretty good replacement. Sparxie's as what I think is going to be quite good. Because the replacement being a crit rate is, I don't think it's as strong as the replacement for the Mushroom. So I would definitely not be surprised if they're going to be performing extremely fucking well, especially with more elation units. How Highlands and Break got huge boost. Okay, that's fair. Black and White filter because she's not playable, but we are able to test her. That is also great. Break archetype. Alright, yo, Firefly mains. Break is thriving thanks to Dahlia. This is partly because of the raw power of Dahlia, but also partly because of Angimons having very favorable bouts of Break. We have held off on raising Break for a few phases, but with 4.x, we are feeling confident. In some modes, Break still has watch this, as we want to see how they go in 4.0, but we'll finalize their ratings at the next phase of each mode. Break is pretty good with Sparxie. I think you guys can already try yourself, right? Sparxie in Anomaly Arbitration. It will be playing like the almost same when the MOC buff comes out. So you can just go ahead and break them. You get the break buff for Anomaly, and then we can just see that, okay, I would say mainly it's still Firefly. Firefly is the main one. Reba is like no good environment, right? No good environment. Maybe Reba could work in like, you know, when they have like more different bosses, which is like multi-target. But if there's gonna be more single target, maybe Boot Hill can go up a little bit more. Now, Yao Guang does not need S1. Outside of that, we made a lot of changes to the list, dropping characters, blah, blah, blah. We won't give a detailed log because 70% of the tier list would have arrows that point down. Okay, so they don't have a detailed watch list, but generally speaking, let's just talk about it patch by patch, right? So the first portion is a summary. This one is like the notes. Okay, so MOC. I would, okay, assuming all E0 S1, I would drop down Sunday, tier 0.5. If he is gonna remain tier 0, I actually, you know what, hey chat, I'ma say it. I'm dropping Final. Final is going tier 0.5. Firefly most likely can go up to tier 0. I wouldn't be too surprised. And my day is like, might probably end up in the tier 1 category. But E0 Final, he's going to tier 0.5. Alright, personally. Also, drop all the mills. Classic. Yeah, but, bro, chat, bro. I don't know if you have tried, you have seen, bro. E0 Final is... Times are not doing too good, bro. Times are not doing too good. So, I would say tier 0.5 is gonna be a little bit acceptable. Considering the highest list just got a Black Swan buff. Remembrance with remembrance, so it is what it is. I just don't think it's gonna be able to compete in that course. But to be fair, chat, there is just one thing this tier list don't consider. And I feel like it is a very interesting topic, which is, at the end of the day, right? the only thing that matters when it comes to your account HSR is cost, right? Okay, let's just say you have 6 costs, right? It doesn't matter if you put 4 different 5 stars and 2 S1s, or you put 1 E2 S1 and you get like E0s. You know what I'm saying? So like, in that regard, you could make the argument that at E2 Final, with the same number of costs, it's gonna be able to perform very, very well. But because this tier only takes things into consideration at E0, it is very, very hard to rate this, because Final is one of those rare units where like his idleness has way more of an investment upgrade compared to his vertical supports. Aside from let's just say like Sarija, right? So like I would literally rather get, for example, an E2 Final than getting vertical upgrades in a form of like let's just say from E1 something, alright? Or like a E1 Sarija. Okay, we don't know about E2 Sarija or like E1 Sarija, because that E2 Final is just so much better. Alright, so it's something for food for thought. I'm not sure how they will ever account this as a situation. And I feel like, to a certain extent, it also shaped this narrative that as a free-to-play, you only pull for E0s. Alright, which is just something that I don't believe in. Because to me, cost is cost. It's the same. It's the exact. If I want to play this team, I play that team. The end, right? So, to each their own, we'll kind of move on a little bit. I'm pretty sure they have already included S1s, right? All these are E0 S1s. So I wouldn't really think about them without a signature icon. So it is what it is. Sustain is gonna be okay. I'ma keep it a bug though, right? I'ma keep it a bug though, right? Hey. As the day 1 Hue Glazer, right? Bro, Hue is like the GOAT, right? As the day 1 Hue Glazer. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying though? She has this interesting thing that we might see a little bit of a come-uppance, which is we haven't really got to see energy mechanics for a while, because Remembrance didn't care about energy, right? Like no leakers, but Remembrance doesn't care about energy. Alright, your characters don't care about energy. Alright, your Hyacinth, you have Hyacinth up there. Cyrene don't give a shit. Final don't give a shit, right? But energy is actually a pretty important metric for Elation. Namely for both, let's just say, for example, Yao Guang, right? You get another Elation skill. Aha instance. Fantastic. For Sparxie, you get more trails for more skill points, because trails are skill points, as well as more punchlines, right? So, like, if more and more Elation units comes out, I would not be surprised if Hue could see some interesting updates. That will pretty much be all I have to say, right? So, we're done. Car, I think, is fine. Sparkle, bro, most likely what I'm guessing is gonna happen over the next couple of days. These two are gonna swap. Alright. I know that it's like a fucking Sunday Glazer in Prydwen. They refuse to accept reality. These two are swapping. Whether they like it or not, they are gonna swap. Right? So it's like consequences, right? Bro, after Sunday made shit on Sparkle for so long, what Jaja, imagine having... Bro, it's like, bro, imagine having Sparkle when Sunday does everything that you do, but better. Consequences, right? So, we are gonna be getting... she's coming, right? She's definitely gonna come up to tier 0, so it is just a matter of time. Dahlia, I think, is okay. RMC is okay. When EMC comes out, we'll see what EMC is gonna be doing when they release it. I think Cypher is still okay at tier 0. Firefly is not too shabby. Other than that, okay, Nexa and D-Herda just completely fell off the face of the fucking earth, bro. Which is a little bit sad. But it kind of is like it's hard, right? It's tough. It's tough. If you want to think about it, chat, I think players that played HSR who came from Genshin had the impression that you pull for Archons like how you pull for Emanators, right? You pull anybody that has the name Emanator in their kit, thinking that, oh shit, it's Genshin Impact Archons, right? Bro, look out. The Archons in question, bro. Don't do that, right? I believe if you want an easiest way to go about knowing like which one is the team that, you know, has like a little bit more relevancy, pull for your girlfriends. Literally, right? Literally pull for the girlfriend of the story. You actually just cannot go wrong. That is what I genuinely feel, right? Whoever has the most parasocial relationship will probably end up getting the higher meta relevance. Because even if, right, okay, chat, even if you put Firefly back then, all right, she was the meta for a very long time, but then she fell off. She fell off, right? She fell. We all accept that she fell off. But we have another girlfriend in Amphorius. And then now, she is once again coming back to relevancy. So no matter whether or not they fall off, it's not a permanent state of things. And as long as you love your girlfriend will still always be there for you, right? So that is going to be my 2 cents on this entire situation. Other than that, I think all these are fine. It is a little bit crazy how much they cooked Runmei though. For a very, 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 very long time, Runmei has been the her. I would say, realistically nowadays, if you are running Runmei, you're probably running on Super Break. There are very few teams left that you are still using Runmei. Alright? At best is a side grade. Okay, a slight downgrade if you don't have the best slot. But as time moves on, that wheelchair doesn't really hold up anymore. And the only real place I can see like her holding up is kind of like Apocalyptic Shadows. I think Runmei can still hold some kind of a relevance in Apocalyptic Shadows. But the other two is just, it's really hard. Because we do have, the things change a lot around here, right? Hey, chat, we're playing Honkai Power Creep, right? Everything keeps... Oh, that's a crazy ass timing. That is a crazy fucking timing. Yeah, but TLDR, I think tier 1 is a little bit harsh. Considering that we are gonna be putting it with E0 Bronya, which I just think, who the fuck is using this other than Final? You get what I'm saying? So this is a little bit rough. Silverwolf, I think, is still okay, but is it not kind of crazy that out of all of the Nova Flares, of 4, only 1 remain? And bro, like I swear HSR's meta, right? It's actually just based on like their popularity in real life. Cause Kafka is one of the most popular units in CN. Like everyone loves Kafka. She was like the unit. So like as long as people in real life love them, they translate the real life people's love into meta relevancy. Almost like how in Amphorius, as long as people believe, then it is a real thing. Do you believe that Amphorius happened? Or do you believe that it is just a story, a tale written as you have written, right? So that is gonna pretty much be that. Oh, Jingyuan, who is that? Okay, don't even worry about it. Anyways, that being established, I think Aglaia being here is kind of okay. Because we did move down quite a lot of different DPS. If you want to improve her, get an E1 Aglaia, you're gonna be done. Boot Hill, 81 A. I said my thing about rather Deherda as well as Anexa. But yeah, Fugue being the same tier as Runmei is gonna be a little bit crazy. I would think maybe Babin. Okay, like check, theoretically speaking, right? If my wife gets an upgrade, if my wife gets an upgrade, I could see her take a little bit of an upgrade as well. So that's pretty much done. Let's move down a little bit here. Who the fuck is bro? You know what I'm saying though. And how the hell did Team stay up here in 1.5? Okay, I guess it's probably just gonna be with Final. Jade is Jade. Wife is gonna be tier 0 for true. Okay. Can you imagine the day showing this screenshot to a version 2 player? Hey, Acheron is the same tier as Rappa. Yeah, show this shit to for a version 2 player, bro. I think they would just call you like the craziest shit, bro. Yeah, so that is pretty much gonna be that. All those other units, I think it is just gonna be a little bit cool. F for you, I think Yingli is just really one of those units. They released her and then they just we move on. And bro, I think she got nothing, bro. The closest thing she got to an upgrade for Yingli was like Mimi. Right, Mimi gave the additional energy through damage. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So maybe one fine day, right? Maybe one. Yeah, counter as a mechanic in HSR doesn't have an endgame content or like a enemy that can allow you to deal that much damage. It's very hard because you are always basing your counters on the enemy. And even if you can counter very frequently, you also need to have your ultimate at a very high uptime. Because there's no point if you just counter, but you just wait for the next hit because you have no energy for the out. So it is very slow, right? It is very slow. All those other units, I think it is pretty much done. Jingyuan, you know. Hey, chat, what if? Let's move on to Pure Fiction. Pure Fiction overall. Okay, I would say that for both Pure Fiction and Apoc, right? These two tier lists, they are like a little bit more flexible. Just because in MOC, they haven't given us that selective buff, right? Whereas PF and Apoc, they have this selective buff. Even Anomaly Arbiter and the selective buff, right? So it will be more fluid. Overall here is gonna be fine. I think these are okay. Yeah, I think these are all okay. I'm not too sure if I would consider Lynch. Okay, nah, actually nah. I think the Pure Version is still relatively okay. Nothing too controversial. They might want to consider dropping a little bit. But then again, Cyrene with Might is just so fucking strong because of the enhanced God Slayer. So yeah, I think it's okay. Bro, the fact that Mighty actually has a higher overall placement than Aglaya, and to a certain extent even Anexa, right? Yeah, Mighty actually has a higher general tier list than Anexa Aglaya. Low-key comparable with Final. Which if they bring down Final from tier 0 to tier 0.5, you could say that Mighty would have a placing that is like around Final's caliber, which is actually quite crazy. It is actually quite crazy. Yeah. But this is completely hinging on the fact that you have Cyrene. You must have Cyrene for Mighty. You just have to. Because otherwise, the lack of God Slayer is just too bad. It's too slow. So that's done. Aglaya and Nexa, they can be buddies. Sarija really went quite low for this. I think that this plus Finon is still around 0.5, but it's only mainly because of Finon. I don't think you will use her for like a Nexa Hyper Carry or Archer, because these two don't really do too well as a main DPS anyways. So that is fine. I think these two are kind of okay. I mean, like, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, this girl is homeless. This girl is... I think sometimes when you get a super rig buff, Himeko can still pop off, so that's fine. Jiao Qiu is... Yep. Bring down Jingliu, bring down Saber. Archer, I can literally just see, bro. Wait, I'm not even trolling. Archer in Pure Fiction with Sparkle's buff, with Yao Guang, with the Elation Shield, he can go up to tier 2. He can actually go out to tier 2. Definitely not in the same performance as Kalala, and I would say even better than Yungli. So, with those units though. So I think Archer can definitely go up to tier 2 for Pure Fiction. All those other things, go fuck. Alright, lastly, we have our Apoc Shadows update. The next Apoc Shadow is going to be with Nikador, right? War Armor Nikador, which is gonna be benefiting your skill points, right? To get your War Armor stack thinking about, right? The more you skill, so you get a lot of stacks. Then second up is gonna be Fei Xiao. So we are gonna be fighting with Fei Xiao, right? It is gonna be, right? Do you have the B-rolls for this? Yeah, so this is gonna be Fei Xiao, right? So we are gonna be up against Fei Xiao. Oh my god, look at Sparxie. She's so cute. Oh my god, she's so cute, right? I would say when this fight comes out, it will probably lead to... DHPD can go up. I feel DHPD can go up because Nikador hits like kind of heavily. So if you don't want Remembrance Flagship for Nikador, you pretty much just have your DHPD at this point. Firefly is pretty high up here. I would say these two can go up into the tier 0 category, because we have been getting a lot of DOD buffs for a while now. Alright, especially the brand new buff Black Swan. I think they can definitely do very well in Apocalyptic Shadows. Archer having a watch list in Apoc to go down to tier 1 is really interesting, considering that Archer deals like extremely high toughness bar damage, and on top of that we just got a Sparkle buff. Right, so this watch list better be this going up instead of going down. So I'll be looking forward to how that is gonna be. No, Archer is gonna be tier 0, bro. You know what? Yeah, bro. Archer is gonna be tier 0. By the next Apoc, he's 100% because like Nigador is just so strong. For when I'm gonna be using Archer, so that is just gonna be that. Other than that, I think Brood Hill is still okay. Phynon is Nah, I think Phynon is still okay. It's still manageable. Reba is a little bit hard, just because the conditions don't really suit her as well. This one being a tier 05 is still manageable. Lingsha and Gallagher, I think it's still okay. Huan might go up depending on the scenario. Okay, respectfully though, Fei Xiao. Okay, I'm not even glazing. Fei Xiao has insane toughness bar damage. Right? Can we just be real? Can we just be real? Fei Xiao has insane fucking toughness bar damage. We have already seen it from the fight of Cargo and everything else. So I personally, with zero bias, tier 0.5, right? And right, let's just say, right, let's just theoretically say, right, if Fei Xiao gets another upgrade, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you know what? Fei Xiao is going tier 0.5, right? Very good. No objections. Very nice, right? Do you want to be banned, ladies and gentlemen? Are we trying to get banned here? And there it is, right? Okay, so Himeko being tier 1 is pretty interesting. I think it's a bit too generous, if I can say so myself. Saber's okay. Yeah, I think Saber's okay. Depending if she can get her energy fast enough. I think Apoc is still fine. D Herda is hard. I'm hard for D. What? Yeah, D Herda is a little bit hard to manage here. Maide is fine. March 7 is a little bit. No, March 7. Jade is a little bit high. Jade might actually go back down tier 1.5. I have not remembered the last time I've ever seen Jade. So probably going down here. And then if Jade go down here, Argenti, Topaz, they can both go down another step over here. Blade, potentially, you could just run bro as a wheelchair for remembrance. That might be a thing. Acheron is just gonna be... You know what? Let's just continue on a little bit more. Bro, I just said Nova Flare soon, right? Yeah, we just said Nova Flare soon. Bro, imagine if we get a... Okay, chat. I just want to say, right? Who do you think will get a buff first? The 1.5, 1.5, 1.5? Or the 0.5 tier 1, tier 0? When she just got a Dahlia. Who will get Nova Flare first? Obviously, it's gonna be Acheron, right? So let's come to find out. Yeah, bro, I think Acheron is getting a Nova Flare very soon. So don't even worry about it. Bobbin and Apoc, I would say is manageable. Okay, bro. Bronya literally just needs to be a triple tier 2. Yeah, just drop Bronya down to triple tier 2. Alright, especially at E0. So just go back down. It's gonna be okay. Rest of the units over. Oh, who sells more merch? Okay, anyways, as I was saying, right, I think Apocalyptic Shadow is generally manageable. Yun Li might actually be homeless, right? I don't even know who the fuck this unit is anymore. So that is gonna be done, and as a result, we have come into the end of our everyone fell off. Yep. Everyone fell off in the Prydwen version 4.0 tier list out of everyone, right? Every single unit in this game just fell off. Let me know what your thoughts and comments are gonna be below. Word of the day is gonna be fell off. Join this, go join the use code POKE, your gamers off all the best. See you guys next time. Hell DOT. Very good.